It is time for some football. Welcome into Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a pair of NFC West rivals set to do battle. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Please welcome your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And away we go on Sunday Night Primetime. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. And put a receiver in motion left. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So first down from the 41. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A pickup of 17. And the Rams have the first down.
Down. It's a gain of 17.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down from the 42. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Slot man motioned over. Play action now for Stafford. Connects on the crosser, and he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll give it to Williams on the option. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Williams, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. Kyren Williams, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Derink Young to return this. This makes it up to the 25. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
This is Cups. That's Cup. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Here's Darnold, first and 10. He'll try and run this. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
17 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Blake Corum now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw, and it sets up second down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Stafford to throw again on second. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Quarterback of his renowns, kid, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He finds Adams, complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Stafford now. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Third and just 2 to go. You just get the play off. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he has this down to the 14-yard line. A quarter down. 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back for the second quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. First and 10. Here's Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Derek Hall there on the coverage.
Now Stafford again. This one's caught. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Running for the marker with Williams. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Rams take a second quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. Let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Young on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. First and 10 from the 43. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's across midfield into Rams territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Even if it doesn't get the 1st down, you can't be mad about that play offensively. The sweep was executed really well. They won the race to the edge, and it netted a solid gain.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Running with Walker again. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Staying with Walker. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. To throw, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Play fake, Darnold. Shaheed, back-to-back plays. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play good for 17 and a first down.
They've run this 12-yard hot route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Walker on first down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and goal at the
Hey, let's get those
5-yard
next-gen
line.
stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets him one as we come up to the 2-minute warning. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Darnold. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You could just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14.
Jason Myers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Corum now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
First down throw here for Stafford. Screen here for Williams. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
From the 40-yard line now, and this is 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. Finds a man right side. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They pick the handoff, now Stafford. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
27 on the play. And the Rams first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 14.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Young on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. A stop made at the 36. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold to throw. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. He's back to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our 1st half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Young on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. That passing game they went to in the 1st half, it's going to need to be firing to start this 2nd half too as they chase this lead. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. That's taken in by Cup. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Walker running right. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Throwing here, Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like. about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 43. Now Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Darnold looking to throw. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
And again, it's Darnold. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You could put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback, he's scanning, right? He's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3, nobody's open. And then bam, sack lunch.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. To throw, here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete to Walker on the check down. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This one from an even 40 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the 2nd half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Whittington now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Straight ahead with William. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Going left side, Williams with it. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Stafford now. Screen here for Williams. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long for him here. Delivers another one to Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Williams. A gain of 3. It's fourth down. Harrison Mevis on for the field goal. A 50.
We've reached the end of the third on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Big moment for Harrison Mevis here. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash.
52-yard attempt.
Got all of it, and this is good. And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Shaheed now to return. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They kick the running back in motion. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Dime coverage from the Rams as they get prepped for this third down. From the gun, Darnold. Lofts it deep right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
We've set it downs from 37. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Williams. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll throw it. He finds Adams, complete. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. A gain of 26 yards there. And the Rams have the first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On the handoff, this is Williams. Again, he's got room. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Williams on the carry. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Williams. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They've got a man in motion. Back to throw it. Completed over the middle. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Rams feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Big moment for Harrison Mevis here. A very short kick here from the right hash. Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Young on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawks offense running out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10, Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Going on 1st, here's Darnold. Cup on the catch. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Shoves him off. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
1st and 10, Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
2nd and 3 now. Darnold now to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Rams take over and have it started out at the 18-yard line. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT. team.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
Out come the Rams on offense. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making the stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that. Certainly a two-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Seattle.